Cowboys, the Wild West, are among the most classic subjects of all music. You got legendary songs like Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi, Cowboys from Hell by Pantera, Cowboy by Kid Rock. The list just goes on. But of all the artists who write about cowboys, by a very, very large margin, there's none more prolific than a man named Grant MacDonald. And you see, the thing about Grant's cowboys, they're naked, and they're throbbing. That's right, for this video, we're gonna take a look at Ram Ranch. This video is sponsored by Helix. Helix makes premium mattresses and bedding custom fit to your needs, ship free right to your door. Everyone sleeps differently, so Helix has you take a sleep quiz to match your body type and sleep preferences. I'm a side sleeper, so Helix set me up with a Sunset mattress. Recently, I got a new bed that required a box spring. However, I learned that box springs aren't ideal for foam mattresses like Helix. Instead, Helix sent me a Helix frame and a Helix foundation to put my bed on. The setup was super fast and easy to do by myself. And getting a new mattress also gave me the chance to try Helix's Glaciotex cooling cover upgrade. I've been having great sleep for years now with my Helix, and as someone who prefers to be cool while I sleep, the Glaciotex upgrade makes it even better. And to make sure you like your mattress as much as I do, Helix offers a 100 nights of sleep trial. If you do like it, it has a 10-year warranty. There's also financing options and payment plans, so you don't have to pay it all at once. I love my Helix, and I think you would too. So if you're looking for a new bed, check out Helix. Just visit helixsleep.com/wank to get 20% off your Helix mattress, as well as 2 free pillows. Our cowboy tale begins in, of all places, Canada. In another life, Grant MacDonald, the hero of this tale, was actually an investment banker. Eventually, though, he would bore of this career path and leave the field to pursue his creative interests. And he tried a bunch of different outlets for this. Visual art, acting, erotica. And throughout all of his work, there was a consistent theme. That theme being homosexuality, because you know, he's gay. And that was no different when he began making music in the summer of 2012. That August, he wrote several songs about the risque side of cowboys. And he was very proud of what he made. So he attempted to pitch these songs to radio stations right in the heart of country music, Nashville. But the artist was instead met with backlash as they rejected all 3 of his gay country anthems. And in that moment, he swore revenge for what he saw as homophobia. In anger, he downloads a royalty-free metal instrumental and begins writing what would eventually become his magnum opus, that of course being Ram Ranch.
"18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big haired throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked."
Now, in fairness to Nashville, you can listen to the stuff he was submitting. Not only do they follow the same formula as Ram Ranch, but they're just as explicit. I mean, look at some of the titles from the album Cowboy Butt. You got Sucking Cowboy, You Sure Are Hung, and of course, Sucking Hard Cowboy Cock. There very well may have been some homophobia at play in their decision, but I can't say for sure that refusing to play a song called Sucking Hard Cowboy Cock is proof of that. I mean, if I was on the radio, I would play that song, but the FCC might not be too happy with me. In any case, Ram Ranch was released without radio support on August 30th of 2012, though it went mostly unnoticed for years. Its first recognition came in 2014 on Reddit's r/WTF. The author of the thread claimed to have received a mysterious package containing one of Grant's CDs. Naturally, commenters were taken aback by the names of these songs and started investigating. And they quickly found Grant's music online, discovering that he at this point had made over 212 songs. While laughing at the absurdity of it all, some couldn't help but remark that it felt like there was something more at play here. I couldn't help but notice he's rap and country. Those are basically the least gay-friendly genres, so I can't help but think he's some kind of mad genius. If we had received that album at the radio station I was at, you can be damn sure we would have listened to it. It's not the gay parts that's WTF, it's how over the top it is. Even within this massive sea of music, the users fixated on Ram Ranch. There's just something about this song that made it stick out above all the rest. And one user loved it so much that he actually decided to play it on the radio station that he worked at. A lot of people warned him that he might get fired for this, but you know, in my opinion, and clearly this poster's opinion, it was worth it. So he ended up playing it during their Sunday night metal show to surprisingly no complaints. This thread was essentially the first time anyone had acknowledged Grant's music online, but it was far from the last. Months later, the song was uploaded to YouTube, which planted the seed for its eventual explosion. In early 2016, the Twitch streamer Ice Poseidon began taking song requests through donations. He allowed viewers to play music without screening the songs. Naturally, this resulted in a lot of trolling, mostly, raps with naughty words or obnoxiously loud ear rape mixes. And his fans were just out there hunting for the most weird, abrasive, or offensive stuff they can make him play, which ultimately leads them to Ram Ranch. And Ram Ranch instantly becomes a staple in the community. Within months, the YouTube uploaded song racks up hundreds of thousands of plays. This format as a whole proved to be really successful, and as a result of it, Ice's channel grew immensely. And it wasn't long till other streamers took note. And of course, Ram Ranch followed with them, started to be spammed in Forsen's community before making its way across the entire site. It gets so popular that Twitch itself, with its famously inconsistent and inscrutable moderation, gets involved. In August, they start banning streamers who play the song for explicit content. That includes personally warning Forsen off-stream about its lyrics. This decision, as you might expect, pissed off a lot of viewers. And they were quick to point out a double standard where there was all kinds of sexually suggestive content on the site, and in comparison, what's so bad about merely singing about throbbing cowboy cocks, if you could have half your actual ass out for all to see? So in protest of this, a safe version of the song was made.
18. Fully clothed cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Limp, flaccid, relaxed sexual organs, wanting to be left alone. 18. Fully clothed cowboys wanting to read a good book. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Standing around not wanting to engage in homosexuality. Ram Ranch really rocks.
Judging by the fact that this upload got 200,000 views, it's clear that nothing could stop the momentum of Ram Ranch. And the song continues to grow in notoriety throughout 2017, and it escapes Twitch. It catches on in online games as a popular form of mic spam. People start making YouTube poops and other kinds of parodies.
Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch, on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Ram Ranch really rocks.
It gets so big that eventually Twitch just has to end their ban on the song, so that streamers don't have to worry about their channel getting accidentally banned over a meme. That November, Asian Andy uploaded a video of himself playing the song in public at BlizzCon.
So, if I give you like $100, will you play Ram Ranch for me?
Wait, play what?
Ram Ranch?
Sure.
You know the song?
Yeah, I'll play it.
Oh, shit!
Naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big head throbbing cocks wanting to be
Holy
sucked.
shit! They're doing it! Yeah! What the fuck?
Cowboys in the showers
Woo!
at Ram Ranch, on their knees
These wanting to suck cowboy cocks!
It received over 600,000 views. 1 month later, UCOG played the track in Guitar Hero without knowing what it was beforehand, and this clip garnered 1.8 million views. Which, I mean, how could it not? Just watch his face as he's digging the guitar riff, and then he hears the lyrics for the first time while simultaneously focusing on hitting the right notes.
Ooh. 18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big haired throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch, on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Ram Ranch really rocks.
Ram Ranch was officially a staple of internet culture, and this didn't go unnoticed by its creator. That same year, in the wake of the song's skyrocketing popularity, Grant begins making new versions of Ram Ranch. He'd actually been asked to do this in the past, but previously was hesitant to do it. He didn't want to taint his masterpiece. He recalls, "At first, I was like, that's like Pink Floyd putting out Dark Side of the Moon too. But I figured if George Lucas can put out 7 Star Wars movies, I can put out Ram Ranch too." The first was a re-upload of the original with a different image, which went on to accumulate 20 million views. But he'd go on to create over 1,200 songs, with some of these songs lasting up to 20 minutes. What I'd give to have even a fraction of this guy's work ethic, and he just spends it all on naked cowboys. The most popular of these sequels wound up being Ram Ranch 7, which, no, the numbers actually have nothing to do with what order of song they are. Does that make too much sense? With over 2 million views, this one is about the US Marines holding Ram Ranch under siege.
Yeah, 28 US Marines pulling up in black Ford Raptor trucks, helicopters landed. Ram Ranch is under siege, under lockdown. US Marines are gonna fuck Ram Ranch cowboy butts.
Oh yeah, there's Ram Ranch lore now. There's a whole Ram Ranch expanded universe. Ram Ranch continued to be popular over the years as some kind of internet oddity. And Grant accumulated a sizable fan base with this, with over 70,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Although none of them seemed to make quite as big a splash as Ram Ranch, his fans eagerly awaited every new song. But by 2022, it seemed like Ram Ranch was set to die out, as memes tend to do. Frankly, this meme had a much longer shelf life than most do. And shockingly, not only would it re-enter the public consciousness, not only would it become even more popular than ever before, but it would actually have an impact on the Canadian political landscape. In early 2022, hundreds of Canadian truckers organized a nationwide protest called the Freedom Convoy to fight against the federal vaccine mandate. It was an extremely divisive moment in Canadian history. Whereas it went on, you would have a lot of people supporting the truckers, but then you also had a lot of people who were opposed to their views, and then there were others who were simply angry about their behavior, with reports of disruption, harassment, and property damage from the truckers. Before long, enough people were inflamed by this that they started a counter-movement against them, which led them to Zello, a walkie-talkie phone app that was the convoy's main form of communication. Ops began infiltrating their Zello channel to jam it with none other than Ram Ranch.
It's come to my attention that this group has been infiltrated. They set out to have one goal in mind, and the goal kind of worked its way in the inner circle, and it actually worked. Didn't actually think it was going to work. It was kind of a little too easy, if I'm being quite honest.
Naked cowboys wanted cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
This clip goes viral, inspiring more and more people to join in on the campaign, a movement that's eventually dubbed the Ram Ranch Resistance. They used the hashtag to share information and coordinate with each other, and they also created Ram Ranch CA to promote charities and organizations impacted by the convoy. Signs reading "Welcome to Ram Ranch" started to show up in real life. And some even took to Tinder to match with protesters, set up meetings, and then direct them to Ram Ranch. And through all this, the jamming continued, resulting in 3 separate Zello channels shutting down. And this moment right here is actually where Ram Ranch peaks in popularity. Given that Grant himself was Canadian, it wasn't long before he heard about all this. He was first informed by his nephew, and he was worried that the song had become popular with the truckers who he was not a fan of. Upon learning it was actually the opposite, he became ecstatic. Grant states in an interview, "I couldn't have been happier when I heard it was the anti-convoy group using the song. I love how it plays with the truckers' heads." And in response, he'd create a new song, a 20-minute long track entitled Ottawa Truckers. It is, as you might have guessed, about the truckers getting penetrated by the cowboys of Ram Ranch.
Yo, what do we see? At Parliament Hill, Ottawa, Canada, trucker boys in their big rigs, in their sleepers, stark naked, holy jeepers creepers, being butt-fucked by the Ram Ranch cowboy.
The convoy ends on February 23rd, with the Ram Ranch Resistance disbanding soon after. And in the aftermath, Grant continued to do what he did best, making songs about gay guys doing gay stuff. For a while, everything seemed to be as it should have. That is, until very recently. In researching this video, I came to the discovery that the original Ram Ranch video is gone. Not only that, Grant MacDonald's entire channel is gone. It seems that in March of this year, his account was terminated for unknown reasons. It's not clear if this was due to graphic content or some kind of copyright issues, but all of his videos are no longer available. The only comment that Grant himself has given on this situation comes from the Ram Ranch subreddit. He blames the termination on Gordon Getty, California Governor Gavin Newsom, and Sergey Brin. And he didn't elaborate beyond naming them. So it's not really anything to go off of in terms of why specifically it's gone. To me, it seems more likely that it was some kind of community guidelines issue, but it's odd that Ram Ranch would have had so many problems with this. Because during past controversies with more mainstream musicians, YouTube has explicitly stated that its content rules are more permissive on music and things that it deems to be artistic expression. Yet, based on its lyrical content, it has faced issues from both Twitch and YouTube. And this all really harkens back to why Ram Ranch was made in the first place. Grant's legendary gay cowboy anthem was made simply to spite those who would censor his work. To see it become so controversial beyond the Nashville country scene, to the point of testing content policies and inspiring political movements, it's testament to just how successful he was at this goal. But still, it's a complete injustice that this legendary video has been removed. But at the very least, Grant seems undeterred. He's continued making songs and posting them to the aforementioned subreddit, and it seems that he's dedicated to continuing the tradition no matter how small the audience. But anyway, for now, that's the story of Ram Ranch. If you like this video, check out my video about the Neutral Milk Hotel, time traveling, and Frank theory. I'm out.